attractions. Welcome to the feature presentation.
Man, shit's all I got.
Please turn your ringers off. No talking.
Put in that work, nigga. Hey, dudes.
Consider this the opening credits.
Movie. Rags to riches.
Starring.
You see how them niggas are turning.
Let's begin our show.
Woo! Welcome to RSFFL Live. I'm your co-host Robert Harris.
And I'm Quincy Avery.
All right, good to have you back on the show, Quincy.
Thanks, man. It's been a while.
I mean, and then there was four. All right, then there was four. Let's get started with our show like we always do with our sponsors.
Let's go straight to Stella Artois. We had 4 teams enjoy their victories, and they all got to enjoy some nice Stellas.
We sure did here in Decatur. And we have our special shout out to our guys in Hennessy for as they've been with us all year long. I know a lot of guys had some long nights, specifically All Aboard. He is usually Monday nights at last night. I think he had a shot at his Hennessy every night this week.
Mountain Dew, we've got 4 teams in it, and these coaches are going to be putting in some long hours trying to stay prepared and get their game plan ready. As we kick off the week, and it gets going tomorrow.
All right, and a special shout out to the Playmate, the lunch coolers. All right, Lynch Mob, you're a pack a sack lunch. Ours is already packed. We're ready to go. We had to go all night, all weekend, all month. Pause. We're ready to go. No matter what it takes, we're gonna get this victory.
In the Augusta, the Masters tournament. Actually, RSFFL Live is providing one of our winners, our winner with 2014 Augusta tickets.
All right, and it's just like we saw Titleist. Special shout out to them in our Gone Fishing segment. They're sponsoring that segment. We have a few more guys gone fishing this year, and as we always, YPL thank these guys for everything they've done for us all year, being our title sponsor. Let's get started with our show. We're gonna go straight to taking a look back. We don't have to do high rollers, low or cellar dwellers.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, those guys made the playoffs. They did a great job. But let's just look at our matchups this last week.
Let's talk about Ground and Pound versus Coach Cadet. Ground and Pound took a severe tail whipping, put up 59 points, lowest points total in a while. You guys need to get out of here with that type of performance. Coach Cadet, great job.
I mean, there's nothing much to talk about, but I'm certainly not mad at you not showing up. I'll tell you that. But Ground and Pound, it's time for you to go golfing, buddy. Second matchup, we got Lynch Mob and Houston Hustlers. That was a rather disappointing matchup just for this point total, but I'm sure Lynch Mob is not mad. He's not going to apologize for winning and advancing to the semifinals. But expecting more from both of those teams, but congratulations, Lynch Mob, for advancing, and Houston Hustlers
going golfing.
All right.
Now we got All Aboard with Arian Foster Care. All Aboard, I know we had some prior incidences, but I feel really bad for you guys about this one. That tight end taking that knee down at about the 5-yard line.
That's brutal, man.
And then a lateral wins you the game. And then a 10-yard, one catch, 10 yards, a touchdown. Does it get worse than that?
I think coming to the game, if he told you Jason Wade would only catch one pass, I think All Aboard would be celebrating right now. We thought they would be celebrating. But, hey, he's not living right or something.
Nope. What he is doing is going golfing.
All right. And our last matchup was Camp Creek Cartel and SWAT Kings. Now that's another guy I feel sorry for. Camp Creek Cartel. Every week, these guys, somebody put up a career performance on them. 192 points, man. There's nothing you can do, man. Camp Creek Cartel, salute. You had a great season, man. Just keep fighting, man. I don't know what you had to fight for, but
going golfing.
You out of here, man. That's a look back, man. We got 4 teams left, man. 4 teams left. Who's in the Final Four, man? We got the Coach Cadets. We're still alive. Hello. We got SWAT Kings, number 2 seed. Arian Foster Care, number 3, and then number 5 seed. So it looks like the 4 of the top 5 teams, 4 of them made it. So,
and I really think this Lynch Mob is a better team than Houston Hustlers. Houston Hustlers have the benefit of a weaker schedule. So I think that really the 4 best teams are where they're supposed to be at this point.
I think so too. And let's dive into these matchups for this week, man. Let's get started.
Sounds good. Let's get right on to the Coaches Cadets and the Lynch Mob. I had an opportunity. Well, we actually have the owner of Lynch Mob here with us, and we're gonna start this off. Gabriel Harper, how you doing today, man? We got a couple quick questions for you. How do you feel about making it to the Final Four? And I've seen some back and forth banter between you and Coaches Cadets. How do you feel about that?
First of all, thank you, Commissioner, for having us on the show. It's truly an honor. We're big fans of RSFFL Productions, and we're glad to be here. I'd be remiss if I didn't give a few shout-outs to some of our sponsors that have been with us throughout the whole season, are integral in the success of our team. First of all, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, those Sunday mornings When you have to get up and set that lineup, you need to start out with a good breakfast and get those brain cells flowing. Next, you got the good folks at Bushmaster. They've been with our team this whole time. The Remington Company, they're good guys as well. And Glock, really awesome guys. Those guys got a little call right here. We're going to shut that off. Some of you guys that did make the playoffs and Lane, after last night, I probably want to use some of these products. They might be pretty useful to you. All right. But in that, we like to give our honor and praise to God. He's the head of our organization, and without him, we are nothing. He is everything to our success. It's been a roller coaster ride for us, guys. We've been ups and downs. We've showed some really good moments, and we've had some piss poor moments. But we don't get too high with the highs, don't get too low with the lows. It's been a long season. 12 teams started out, and we are amongst the last 4. During our stay at the RSFFL, we have yet to post a losing season yet, and we don't intend to happen. We attribute that to the good folks in our front offices, the blue-collar guys that we draft. They just go to work, they put their chin strap on, day in and day out, and they get the fucking job done. And that's the type of attitude that we have around here. One thing our organization will not accept is that's making the same mistakes repeatedly. And I think that's going to take us into the next game with the Cadets and prove vital in the success of us going into the Super Bowl, because we've already played them. We know who they are, and they're going to get real familiar with who we are. They threw a lot of different punches at us, and, we have some punches of our own that we plan to counter, so we're looking forward to the matchup. There's been a lot of chatter in the chat. A lot of players went to Instagram and Twitter, and posted different things, fact days. But I don't condone that, honestly. As a GM, I would rather them let their play do the talking on the field, and we'll take it from there.
Wow, Gabe, you got a little bit long-winded there for us. Could you try and make sure you're answering directly our questions? I know you got a little excited. You wanted to provide us with your sponsors and your guns and things like that. I know you're into that sort of thing. But let's just try and keep it simple. So my next question
before we get to our next question, did he threaten us? Did he put out 3 guns and really threat? Is that supposed to be a threat to us as a coach of Cadets? That we're supposed to be scared of him putting out guns on his video show? I mean, all right, just go ahead.
We've always known he's been an intense guy. Yeah. So my next question there for you, Coach Harper, is how do you feel about the other matchup, and who do you feel like is going to be able to win that game? Who's going to come out victorious?
As far as the other teams left, I respect both of those organizations. Huge amount of respect for the job that SWAT Kings did. I mean, in my eyes, that guy is GM of the year. The way he put together a draft and his free agency class, I mean, it was nothing short of a masterpiece. If you're gonna look at his team top to bottom, I mean, it's scary. He's a scary adversary. I mean, they got put up almost 200 points last week, and that kind of output. I mean, good luck. I mean. Put your A game, bring your A game. AFC on the other hand, that guy is the definition of a team getting hot and staying hot. I mean, they pretty much pinned their ears back a couple weeks ago. They really haven't let up. So it's going to be a good one. This is definitely the game of the week. Both of those guys have a lot of firepower all the way down their lineup, and it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, those guys are going to be on the edge of their seats, I'm sure. I can't really make a prediction on who's going to win that game. I wish both teams the best. I wish everybody left the best, except for the Cadets. I don't really know what I wish you, or what I want to do to you. I really just want to That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick the world up.
Wow. I got a couple things. That guy, Intensity is his middle name. I want to know a little bit about the do-rag in 2014, him chilling with that on, coming on air with that on. But him saying he's going to pick the world up and drop it on your blanking head. How do you feel about that?
Man, this guy's pulling out his guns. I mean, he's all this talk. He says he doesn't talk. He pulls out a gun and he's doing all this dramatic, all this drama. Hey, we'll see the guy on Thursday. You're going to see Peyton tomorrow night, buddy. You just know that, all right?
Man, I look forward to this matchup. That's going to be a good one. And I can't wait to see who has to grab the golf clubs after that one. I don't know. If he doesn't come out victorious, I don't know if it's going to be a golf club grabbed or a Smith & Wesson. but prepare yourself.
Hey, we're prepared.
And a little later in the day, I got a little earlier today, I got the opportunity to sit down with the one and only owner of the Coaches Cadets, Robert Harris. We got to talk about some things, and I would like to make you guys privy to that interview. Hey, can you get that up? Thank you. Coach Harris, pleasure having you out on RSFFL Live. How do you feel today?
Feel great, man. Feel great.
So how does it feel to make it into the Final Four?
I'll be honest with you, Quincy. It feels great, man. We had a lot of goals coming into this season. And one of them, of course, was to win the championship. We had a great regular season. I mean, it feels good to be in this position. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. On Sunday when Gronk went down, it really hurt our team. Our team morale went down for a second, but we realized what our goals were. Our goals was to win the championship. We didn't say win the championship with no adversity. We said win the championship. So no matter what happens, nobody feels sorry for us, and we realize that. And we're gonna come together as a team. Everybody got to pick it up, and we're going to have to get the job done, man. We have a good opponent that we're playing this week, and we look forward to the matchup.
Now we've noticed that you and Gabriel Harper, head coach of the Lynch Mob, have been doing some back and forth banter. How do you feel about that?
I'll be totally honest with you, man. I don't like him. I mean, it's plain and simple, man. I don't like Gabriel Harper. I don't like Lynch Mob. I don't like his organization. I don't like the way he runs his organization. I don't like anything about him. But we respect him. I mean, we think he has a really good team, but when we don't like somebody, we don't fake it.
Mm-hmm.
We let them know we don't like them. And, Coaches Cadets, when we see Lynch Mob, it's circled.
Mm-hmm.
And we're looking forward to the matchup. But you know what? When everything comes down to it, man, we got to bring our sack lunch. We got to step onto the football field, and we're going to have to play. We're going to have to play better than them. Or if they play better than us, the best man win. That's just the bottom line. On Sunday.
No, that was straightforward and straight to the point. So how do you feel about the other matchup? Who do you think is going to come out victorious in that one?
Well, man, I think that's an awesome matchup. I really think the best four teams are left. There's no shade to any of the teams that didn't make it, because there's, I think, some very quality opponents that didn't make it. But looking at the points and looking at those rosters, I think these are the best four teams. I think SWAT Kings and Arian Foster Care. If we're fortunate enough to win this football game, man, we're gonna be chomping at the bits, because those are the teams we're 12-2, and those are the two teams that beat us. All right, and so we're looking forward to another opportunity to play one of those guys. Hope for a championship, not for the third place. Obviously, we'll play one of them next week. But I think both those teams are really good. SWAT Kings, 190-some points. But Aaron Foster Care, man, there's something about those guys, man. Just kind of like the Auburn Tigers, man. I don't know if they're destined, but because you look at their roster and it doesn't jump off at you. But, they get the job done. But honestly, if I'm a betting man, I'd bet on SWAT Kings. But I wouldn't be surprised if Aaron won. Aaron Foster Care.
Well, thank you, Coach Harris. It's a pleasure having you out on this quick one-on-one interview with RSFFL Live, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
All right, thank you. All right, guys, thank you guys for tuning in there for that interview. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back, and we're going to talk to the owner of SWAT Kings, and the owner of Aaron Foster Care. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be right back.